Hi everyone, welcome to School of Scarlet. I'm so happy to be here with you today. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to play. Many of you may be feeling kind of this urge within your own being to play, to go from this state of doing to more of playing or being. And so you're going to sense this kind of pull in that direction of more of just playing and being. And for a lot of us, that's not very natural or not what we have been doing. We've been working, we've been hustling, we've been doing, you could say. And so this kind of switch of wanting to kind of play and immerse ourselves in these different joys of life can sometimes feel a little bit awkward, uncomfortable, and even foreign to us. So I want to talk about it today in a sense of how to play. And I'm just going to simply describe my experience to you because I bet you anything that you'll energetically connect and resonate to this because we've all been playing all along. You see, this is an illusion that we are all living here on, and it's not really happening. Jesus said this a long time ago when he said that we're in the world but not of it. So what does that mean? We just basically have our foot in this world and we're not really of it. So I want to take you in a little bit of a journey, and I'm going to take you back into my childhood to kind of describe this to you and really show you what that means. So when I was a child, I was very imaginative. I really liked to imagine all kinds of things, right? Just the usual things, being a mother, cooking, cleaning, doing all of these things. The other things I like to do was I like to watch TV shows and things with my mom. And there were certain TV shows for kids, and there was certain characters that I really admired or wanted to be like. And so I would latch on to these characters. And one of the things that I did was one of the characters I really liked, I took on her persona. And this was probably around the time I was about 3 years old. And I pretty much took on the whole entire persona. And it started off simply by telling others in my home, my mom and dad, to call me this character's name. So I was called this character's name, and y'all probably wouldn't relate to it. This was like a soap opera in Mexico, so I won't go into that, but it basically was a character that I was connecting with. And so I began by now being called this character's name. And so if anybody for whatever reason called me my actual name or whatever, wasn't playing along with this, I would get upset. So this was very serious to me. This was who I was now. And so I'd taken on this persona. And then the next thing happened. I wanted to dress like her. So I began to look for those items that I had that resembled that character, that looked like those things that she would wear. So I would wear those items. And then it came that later, my family and those people around me saw the passion that I had to be this character, this persona, that they would purchase me items and costumes and things that would go along with this character and play along with this imagination of mine. So this character grew and grew. And as time went on, it actually became that I looked like that character and I became more and more of that character. Now, when this first started, what was it? It was just asking my parents to call me this character's name out of a desire of me wanting to play being this character. So that's how playing is. It comes out of a very innocent, simple desire of wanting to play or wanting to know more of something. And then slowly it kind of grows and grows and grows into more. So that's what play is. And play really can be like work and play. That didn't seem to always go with me when people said that find something to do for work that feels like play. Well, I tried many things in my career and there were many things that I liked, but they never felt like play. They still felt like work in some sense. And it wasn't until recently that I truly understood what that meant. And it kind of goes along with that that verse and that what I said that Jesus had said, that it's about we're not of this world. We're not of this world. We're in this world. So we're kind of playing just like I was as a child. I wasn't truly that character that I was playing. I kind of had my foot in that character's role, in that persona, playing that character. I was pretending. So I had my foot in that, but I truly wasn't that character. I was truly who I was. And I knew that deep down inside, and my family knew that, and everybody knew that. But I had my foot in that world, but I wasn't that character. So deep down inside, at any point, I knew who I was. And that's truly what this is. When we have this shift of perception and now we're playing in this world, we recognize that we are the divine nature within us that runs through this endless thread of infinity through everything. We are that divine aspect. And this persona that we're playing, this character that you see here, is our foot in the water, our foot in that world. But we are not that character. So as that body dies, as that persona begins to change and evolve over time, that's not truly who we are. We're always playing. So you've always been playing on this earth. You've always been playing. So whether you've taken this role very seriously or very loosely, you've always been playing a role. You've just been playing it more seriously or more loosely. And truly, since we are not actually these characters, we are not actually of this world, we are meant to play these characters loosely and to play with them. And when these characters or these personas become too tight or uncomfortable, we are okay to loosen them up, to shift and change these personas, to try something new, to evolve, to change. It's very natural to change. We see it throughout nature. We see it everywhere. So all of this is just very naturally occurring, and it happens for children all the time in their play and how they play. So later on in my life, as I grew older, I wasn't playing in the same sense, but if you really look, I'll describe a different sense of play. I was still playing. So there was a time that I wanted to become pregnant. I wanted to have a daughter, but I was having trouble getting pregnant. And actually, even before that, I wasn't even married. I just had the desire to be married, to have a child. So this started way back then. I purchased myself a clear, just Sterlite, kind of like plastic container. And I began collecting items in there that I wanted to have in my home when I got married, in my for my daughter or my child. And at that time I was just collecting like yellow items. I can remember this vividly. And I think some people call this a hope chest, although I didn't have this. It's just something that naturally and intuitively happened for me. I began to collect these items and shop for them when I would go to stores and have them, and imagine myself having this life of being married, of having this child, and all of these things. And very quickly after this, I got married, and then soon after, even though I had some trouble trying to conceive, I continued on to play in this world and imagine myself being a mother and all of these things and moving forward in this. I'd never told myself it wouldn't happen. I knew that it would happen. And so I continued to play in my imagination and in physical life by purchasing these items and things. And soon enough, I had become pregnant, and that was my reality. Then later, the house, collecting those items. And more recently, I wanted to have a beach house or a condo or something like that. I began to shop for items that would go in a beach house. I didn't wait to have the beach house. I didn't wait to have the child or whatever it was to enjoy that, to feel in that moment, to feel like a mother, to feel like I had that condo. I went ahead and felt like I had it now. I went to the store and purchased those items as if I was ready and had the home now. I went to the store and purchased baby clothes and items that I wanted for my baby as if I had the baby now. So this is really about matching and being that person or whatever it is that you're trying to be or desiring to be now. So playing as if you are that person or persona now. So if we go back to childhood, when I chose to play that character from that soap opera that I desired everyone to treat me as, or I desired to be, I simply decided it now. I didn't wait. As a child, I suddenly decided I wanted to be that character now. So I demanded that everybody call me that now. Now, it might sound kind of selfish to you, it might sound kind of silly, but this is truly how things are, and things just go this way. So the more that we understand how things work, the more that we can have fun here on earth. So we play. That's all it is. It's all about playing. So how can we play? How can we play here on this earth? What do you want to play? Many people I talk to say they don't know what to play. Well, I recently had the experience and I made a video prior to this one about how I was led to walk. Now, seems like a very mundane thing. What would happen on a walk? But you see, on my walk, as I was led to walk, many things happened. I gathered different items from my home. Later, I was led to run. I developed muscles, I got in better shape, and now, I'm modeling and doing more of my original passions of life and things like that. So you never know where one thing will lead. So even if you don't know right now what you want to play, even if you know that you want to play, you might have just the idea that, yes, I want to play, but I don't know what I want to play. Well, why don't you go outside, open your door, stand outside and see what happens? It's just like being a child. When I was a child, I woke up, on a weekend, on a Sunday morning, a Saturday morning, and I didn't know if anybody was going to play with me. I didn't know if anybody could play. We didn't have texting, cell phones, any of that stuff. So what happened? I ate my breakfast, my cereal, I watched a cartoon. I opened my door and I went outside and saw if anybody was outside playing. And then I went and played. And if nobody was playing, then I played by myself and things would happen. I would discover new things. I would play by myself. It was amazing. Even if no one was out there, maybe there was a dog, maybe there were some insects, but something always happened. So just like a child, if you do not know what you want to play today, just open up your door and go outside into this world and you'll see something, and something will inspire you to play. So it's as simple as that, my friends. So I just wanted to make a quick little video here about how to play, in case you've forgotten. It's very natural and you've been doing it this whole time. I love you all.